This Audrey West, and this is her home. For aught she grew up in London for the age of 6, she aye hankered to be among the water and the hills. These had been her comfort zones, since she was a bairn in Jamaica. She was wont to look out to the sea for the veranda. The boats looked as pretty as the inns she made for jotters. And o'er the hill she watched Mr. Steadman's clouds of sheep drift across the green slops. The English fog never dulled that internal sight. She slipped at London in 2017 to win to the country in North Wales. Now, at this pretty seaside town and through its blithe round club, she's closer to the sea as she's ever been, even in Jamaica. The landscape of sea and hills puts her in mind of the Portland she was born to and that she left in 1962, along with 5 siblings to join their folk in London. It was a rescue mission. Her pretty sister had already died. She died by eating pushing yam. The rest of them survived. Audrey's gallery of family photos keeps memories of earlier days alive for her. Her folk gied up the hoop of winning back home within 5 years. Slushy snaw, thick fog and iron grey pavements kept ony gold promised in Her Majesty's London streets hiding. Education was the best chance England had to offer. Audrey took her share, although school was a mixed blessing where she first met the madness of racism. But at home they gaffed through most hardships. Audrey read a lot, for Louise Bennett, the esteemed Jamaican language poet, the book Stefan and Jumble Sales. This included her first introduction to psychology, aged 10. She remains influenced by Beth. Audrey graduated from university with a degree in Iberian and Latin American studies, and then spent time in Spain to better her fluency. After some more unpleasant experiences with racism, she decided to give up her sky blue Jamaican passport for a black Britishing to make travelling easier. Little did she ken how close she came to catching the Windrush backlash. During teacher training, she returned to practising visual art. She wrote to a local fringe theatre in A and read black women writers. She taught briefly, but had a script to be more creative. After her mother died in 1984, she returned to Spain to teach and paint. She came back to London 6 months later at the sudden death of her eldest brother. Shaetlan shared her life with community development work, a British Jamaican partner and a baby daughter. Her educated father scoffed at Audrey's gibberish when she naturally spak to the bairn in Jamaican. That micht have spade the slippery slop to spleeting. Something wasn't working, and Audrey sought therapeutic support. Afterwards, a good friend nudged her into becoming a psychotherapist. Nowadays, Audrey still paints, and she still loves languages and to speak and write, especially in Jamaican. But a passing English yarn in a bonny shop of the town, she had a brawly unlippened local relationship. A bit of a poem that she recorded no long ago tells part of the story.
Some of we come from far, far. Must see one place them call France, where them fight. Near the mountain, by the sea. Fight so bad them call them dispute. For sword. Call them Jew, make them run.
It turns out Audrey's no the onybody o' dispute stock here. She's fun a distant relation, was now a good friend in a.
This is my sister Kath. Come on, Kath, you always call me your sister, don't you?
Because we're connected through family from many moons ago in Jamaica.
Because I bought something from Vicky's shop and then we got talking about unusual surnames. So I said, oh, guess what my grandmother's surname was, which was really random. She said, Espute. I said, oh, we've got an Espute in Barmouth.
French it is, so I don't know about them being in France, the Esputes. But my 5 times great-grandfather had plantations in Jamaica. And I found out so much, Audrey, since I've known you. And I will get emotional because I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry about inequality.
Yeah. Well, Kath, you've said so many times how sorry you are, and I want to say it wasn't you. This is a part of our history.
Yeah.
And none of us know exactly what part our ancestors played, except that this is part of my heritage in terms of the Espute family, that we were of the enslaved group.
Back in 2000, an MA course in cultural memory stitched together the tapestry of Audrey's life as she wrote through post-generational trauma in families of Jewish Holocaust survivors. She suddenly saw the impact of transgenerational trauma upon the descendants of transatlantic enslaved Africans. At the time, this narrative was silenced in the UK. Some Jamaicans already kenned. This realisation has informed her work since sign in every aspect. Visual art, poetry, post-trauma healing through psychotherapy and community engagement. The story continues. She's looking forward to the next chapter.